Okay, so basically at this point, it's safe to say that the country has renounced God. You know what I'm saying? It has renounced Jesus. I'm still getting, battered with street theater, organized harassment, and in it is a whole lot of manipulation. See, that's the key thing. You got these people who they manipulate you. They pretend like they for you, but then they do slick things here and there to almost like taunt you or to mock God. And I just attribute that to the devil, because that's who it is. But it's a couple things I want to cover in this segment here. First of all, when it comes to like unity and things like that, I would never, you feel me, combine with anybody who would condone, like informal and illegal implants inside a living human competent being. You know what I'm saying? A person that, I wasn't, regardless of what you hear, you know what I'm saying, I was the first person that this happened to, and I'm black, you feel me? So I mean, it's just not documented. Nobody talks about it. I don't know why, but yeah, I would never combine with anybody who would do that to me. Anybody who would steal my art and condone it, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. Nah, I would never, I would never associate with. First and foremost, let's get that clear. Secondly, people see the nature of the things I'm posting right now, on my platform. Yeah, man, it's really a point of desperation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a situation been going on for years, and it's still going on. And with everybody knowledge, it's to the point, man, what I really need. I mean, I've been needing help for, a long time, but it's domestic terrorism. You feel me? It's like I'm being, targeted and hunted and tortured by, these injustices with militias that's working for jealous artists, and they was racist. You feel me? It's racist. It's racial, heavy racism, involved in it. But then you got people that's also just people who just hate God, and they want to make money off you, and that's still, absolutely plundering my life. I'm being, stalked. They manipulating things, trying to blend in, and they doing the same things they've been doing the whole time. It's constant harassment. And that lead me to say something else. Also regarding, a lot of let's just say demises and things like that of people that was in my, throughout my life, where these influences, everything that happened was pre-planned and premeditated, and it was all, everything that happened, was organized, and it was organized by people that was rich, that wanted more rich. Pretty much not long, when I came in the world, it was, that people seen the blessing of God on my life, and I became like a dollar sign. You feel me? And that's kind of what the situation is. And I wanted to clarify something. It wasn't nothing that I did that, created these circumstances. It was just somebody else's desire, to be rich off of somebody. You know what I mean? They didn't look at a blessing as a blessing, but they seen it as opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, that's what got me into these positions. A lot of things happened that people did to hurt me. You feel me? And they did it to hurt me because they was envious of me. And also they just wanted to make mammon off of me, you know what I'm saying, at God's expense. Because, that's the only thing I was really born for. I just wanted to do the will of God. And, it was a lot of manipulation. People, they lied on people that cared about me in order to have an excuse to kill them, because they was the only thing standing between them and making, money off of me without my consent or my permission, or without my ability to understand what was going on. And even though those people that they took out, wasn't, they wasn't nowhere near able to, defend me. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't in a position to defend me or protect me. But, somebody love you, then, just they would be in opposition of somebody trying to use you to make money off you. So even though they didn't do anything, just the fact that they was all for me, you know what I'm saying, That's why they did what they did. That's why these celebrities, killed people and covered it up and stuff like that, because they they wanted to exploit me. And it was not many people that was standing like there to defend me, especially during those times. Something else, yeah, man, I'm still being harassed, by places, people, places, and things, nouns. You feel me? From previous chapters of my life still. And actually, man, the day was it was kind of weird, because I had like a situation, at this point, given the nature of this massive evil that's on my life, I had to disclose it to the whole world, so I had to, people now, the way they planned this out and organized it to where they would have no choice but to be in my life right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? They made it to where I would be destroyed. And that's why they look for reasons to be close to me, because they're trying to carry out a covert murder attempt. It's out of racial hate. But it's also, that's what it is. It's like a racist hate crime, which everybody else is okay with, even my own race. And it's weird. It's the weirdest thing in history. Really, it's weird. It's very, very strange, because everybody know at this point. I've disclosed thousands of quotes talking about this stuff. Hundreds of recordings. Crying for help. Everything. Everybody knows, but they're still okay with it. So that's showing you. And today I even got, I began street theater. People pretty much agree with what I said. I was like, well, society is now anti-God fully. You feel me? They know about God and the existence of God. So it ain't like they don't believe, because they know about the existence, but they are still actively doing things against the purposes of God, knowing that it's his purposes and that he is heavily involved and he is real and he is active. Them knowing those things, they're continuing to do the same things anyway, which makes the country anti-God. You feel me? It's not anti, it's not necessarily a different religion. It's a totally new type of thing altogether. Like, they anti-God completely. And that's another thing that's going on, and so I get harassed, man, and with this time it was weird, because I had it was a previous noun it came in proximity with me. I'm saying? I'm just minding my business, doing what I do, and then a previous noun came into my realm of focus, and came into proximity to me, almost casually. But me knowing what I've been through and what I'm going through, I know that it's never casually. Somebody's literally, they're saying they be stalking me, through my devices, under false pretenses of things, in the interest of jealous artists already proven to be involved and lost in it years ago. But there's no justice in this country. The country knows no justice, and everything else that has happened has been as a to cover, or as a disguise for what I'm going through. You feel me? You don't realize it. Like a lot of things don't happen until, like for instance, there was a point in time, when I'm posting my stuff on my platforms, and everybody see everything I'm saying. But now that it's becoming like a pattern is showing, and people starting to see that of course it's something that what I'm saying has been the whole time. But they starting to see that it's a chaos theory, like it's a pattern showing the truth of my innocence and the guilt of evil people, and then it's showing the things that I witness and I testify, about my testimony to the world, it's showing that's true. You feel me? Everything is lining up, and then now all of a sudden platforms are under attack. You feel me? These are the kind of things I've been going through since, I've been able to perceive it, especially around 17. People can backtrack and see a lot of the things. I told people years ago, I said a lot of what I'm saying, and it's going to line up with the news. People don't understand that back then things were not as obvious and bold as they are now. You feel me? Because war has been declared on God and on ethnicity of people too. But they don't care. They don't, they don't care about God themselves. So they don't even know they realize that they've been declared war on in the first place. But that's what's going on. So the things are more bold and things, and they have certain people, places, and things, lingering, just, waiting for, if anything, strike because of this act of this cruelty against humanity, which taking place over the last 7 years alone, and then it just carry over every year. And it's kind of been a situation. And so but with this situation was weird, man, because I talked to everybody how I had these Like, it's almost as if I was treated like a science experiment, you know what I'm saying, by people who shared those qualities and characteristics, and will to do the will of their Father which is Satan. And so they did these, it was implants, it was a lot of things that they did that was not, it was illegal, undocumented things. It was in the interests of envious artists, but somehow they had access to the technology to do that, you know what I'm saying, to an innocent person. And it's artists with, the militia technology of torture devices and things like they treat me as if I was conditioned. They groom me like I'm a not a living being or something. It's weird. And so the weirdest thing today, when this now came in proximity to me, in a way, it's the first time today that I've seen this now. And see, that things like that matter when you've been through what I've been through. And when it now came into proximity, at that exact moment, it's like they almost like kind of zoned in on me. And then I got it felt like a zap. You know what I'm saying? Like in my actual flesh. Like, it's weird. Like in my actual flesh, at the exact moment when they came like near me, I got like this zap in my flesh, and that don't really happen. And that's weird, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you think about like the background of all this, you know what I'm saying? At this point, from all the things I've already disclosed to the world and the public and the nation, you know what I'm saying? Injustices, envious influential figures, artists, you know what I'm saying? That they doing this. They have been doing this the whole time. They trying to larceny my work. You got people trying to take things, my ideas, things that I, you know what I'm saying, I opine, and concepts that I opine and imagine, you feel me, and thought of, and all this, and then they try to like assimilate me into other cultures while exiling the actual real me out the country somewhere to my death or something like that. So all of this going on before today, you feel me? So with this happening today, you know what I'm saying, I would definitely say that the situation has escalated. You feel me? Me knowing what I've been through already, I don't see how much it could escalate, because it's been like at the top, at the brim, for all 7 years, really. You feel me? It's been extreme the whole time. The last 3 years, the last 7 years, you feel me? It's been extreme the whole time. It just carried over. It was extremely intense these last couple years, though. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm a witness of the things I've gone through. But yeah, man, so me knowing these influential figures, they catapult people, places, and things. You feel me? They catapult these nouns and things to accomplish their will. And it works, because these people, they incorporate themselves into already pre-existing crime, and then they constantly harassing me, you feel me, and stalking me, following me around through my devices, you know what I'm saying, illegally, and they're using that, saying to like degrade the quality of my life. And all of this is long after the knowledge of, the nation and the public, and the world has been, aware of this. So it's a situation where a whole entire place has declared war, you feel me, on God, and I'm a messenger and a servant of God. You feel me? And I follow the paths of righteousness, and I keep the commandments. And war has been declared on me, and there's literally nobody been helping me. You feel me? Nobody is helping me. You know what I'm saying? God's massive world, you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody, especially within society, because it's like domestic terrorism, but then they try to catapult other people outside to make sure the tide is fully against you. You feel me? So, I mean, that's what's been going on. Like, it's a massive hate crime, and then everybody I say I witnessed, had involvement in this, I'm like, well, they still got access to my life. You got to understand. I mean, okay, people were saying the reason because I spoke about what was going on in my life. And this what I was saying before I got, quote unquote, zapped or whatever that was by this company, this place that's, with ties to injustice and all. So, I mean, it's weird, I was saying, like, okay, you got to, and pretty much I say it as I quote, because I be ranting, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think to myself, sometimes I be talking to God, but this what I was saying in my privacy. I was like, well, I was saying, you pretty much, sometimes I'm talking to God, I'm like, sometimes you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? What else could a person do? You got artists, and when I was younger, you feel me, or whatever, they were, it's like, it's weird, you have to think about it. What else could a person do as a child? You know what I'm saying? You looking around at your life and you realize that what you going through is different than what somebody else, like your life is, you know what I'm saying? Your life, it looks different than what everybody else's life look like. You know what I'm saying? Without any knowledge of, any of the things which people would consider, you feel me? Like, as far as my anointing for God, and then, it's just things as a child you just don't understand. You feel me? Because you ain't old enough to understand it. You just don't have the understanding that. And I'm like, at that point, okay, you see your life look different than another person's life, but not in a normal way though. You feel me? Not in like poverty or hard times and nothing like that. I mean like in a significant way. And so you like naturally a person when you start to realize that, okay, this is interesting. Okay, let me see. When you ask the question in search of understanding of what you're seeing, then they use that and say that you, I guess, things like told or snitch or something like that, and that in itself is used to destroy, kill, steal, and destroy from your life. Asking a question when you know what I'm saying, of something you genuinely don't understand, and they use that to destroy. So really, it was never nothing that I did, you know what I'm saying, which made people do what they did or didn't do whatever. It was just because it was a premeditated thing already. You know what I'm saying? I was seen as a money pot. You feel me? That's kind of like what it was, man. It was they seen like certain people, they saw me as easy opportunity, you feel me, for a lot of profit early on. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't want no resistance to that or nobody in the way that would stop that. And that was the kind of situation, you feel me? They so a lot of things they did, and a lot of evil they did to innocence and and stuff like that. That was because they were they didn't want those people in the way of the talent. Like they didn't want no people in the way of their scam to make money off me. And it was a premeditated, pre-contemplated, pre-planned thing. They knew who they would destroy, before we even got out the 90s. You feel me? Way back when I was, basically a toddler, like child. I grew up a little bit, and that's pretty much, they had already knew what they would do in advance. You know what I'm saying? Because when they found out about my anointed God, then they knew I'd be great. And I had a message for God, so they knew it and they put it together. You feel me? And that's the kind of situation. So all of this is being used to torture an innocent person for their talent to no end. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the kind of person they knew that I would stand up for the things I believed in. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of situation that's going on. And so their only resolution for it is to exile me. You got like everybody, it's like almost civilians. Like, it's weird, they actively copulating into this. Like, this might be one of the strangest things in history against an innocent person, just for having extraordinary talent. You got masses of people, like, that's pretty much practically gangbanging on the church boy. You feel me? That's what's going on. Like, they literally, it's like they're gangbanging on somebody who follow God and serve the Lord with the knowledge of the whole country, a whole structure, and other countries. You feel me? And then it's still going on to this very second. You feel me? Unwanted. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to force things on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying, structures and stuff. I didn't want their money. You feel me? I didn't want their money. They trying to make me take their money. You feel me? I said, I don't want your money. You feel me? It's like they forcing me to take their money and to depend on somebody, by destroying my legal ability to, earn for myself and things like that. It's weird. They constantly do this every year. You know what I'm saying? I caught this years ago before it ever snowballed to this and made it viral to the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Before my life looked anything like it does today. You feel me? And then this is something that the structures, I guess, they hate God. They gotta hate God. There's no excuse as to why this is happening to my life. No legal reason or no moral reason. There ain't no reason why, I'm being denied my ability just to live and exist like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And my ability to survive and pursue happiness. You feel me? All of that is being straight and degraded from me and straight, just taken from me. You know what I'm saying? And this is and they continue to happen. I fear no evil. You feel me? I fear no evil. I fear no evil. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear no evil. My thought stab, they comfort me. You feel me? I'm gonna speak the truth, and things like this is not right. And I ain't got nobody helping me fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody involved in this cowards. You feel me? Like, real talk. That's how I feel. I feel like they cowards because, they can do this and bully a child. You feel me? A baby. You know what I'm saying? And do all this stuff to somebody who can't defend themselves and kill people that can't defend themselves and do all that. But then, what I'm saying, everybody is kind of skittish when it's tension with places that's, got the same capabilities. To me, that's a coward. You know You feel me? I'm just saying, but that's what it's starting to look like. It's showing like coward characteristics. And I especially dislike that kind of thing, you know. And that's what it is. I'm seeing cowardly characteristics from almost a whole land, seem like, you know, I don't know. But I feel like, you know, they can do this to a baby, you know what I'm saying, for decades, for no reason. That somebody can't defend themselves, that just do righteousness and follow God. Then I'm like, why everybody just kind of, you know, that's just, I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's weird, you know what I mean? I don't know. But things I'm going through, I definitely don't deserve to go through. And it's still happening regardless. You feel me? And it's weird. I mean, they bullying me and torturing me just because they can. You feel me? To and fro. You know what I'm saying? To and fro, just because they can, you know. They torturing and degrading the quality of my life because of some evil that they did when I was too young. You feel me? When I was way, you know what I'm saying, way back. At some point they did this illegal stuff that they had put into my, you know what I'm saying? Like they did a lot of things that I guess they, you know, people weren't supposed to know. Then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, certain people want to just like esteem me, but like, no, I mean, appreciate it, but glory be to God though. You know what I'm saying? It's way too late. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in ruling over nobody or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a servant of God. You feel me? And I can't even exist in this land for doing God's will. And if I can't for whatever reason, it's not of God, under God, or anything in association with God. Because it don't matter what artists do. It's people, the artists, not the ones who own the, you know, the lands. You feel me? The people who own the lands are who responsibility it is. You know what I'm saying? That what happens on the lands. You feel me? That's the kind of situation. I mean, artists, I don't get why even some people like that, you know, keep throwing artists in the, you know, up and stuff like, okay, they supposed to be bigger. You feel me? What are they saying? They're less than the artists. They're saying that they're artists, they're giving artists the government. You know, it's weird. Like, they're giving them, you know, the right to make laws and stuff like that. They giving this to artists. So if not, then why is that being the case right now? You know what I'm saying? When my talent and things are made manifest. You feel me? When people see my natural skill and ability, why right now do artists have, you know, why are artists giving power, you know what I'm saying, over the structures of things? It's the weirdest thing. I'm just saying, like, why now? You feel me? Why wasn't this happening in the 90s? You feel me? Or early 2000s and things like that. Why now? You know what I'm saying? When I'm old enough, you know, that people can see my talent and my skill, that now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, artists have the power of you know, to make laws and regulate the country and stuff like that. I'm just saying, this ain't never happened before. You feel me? Not like this. And that's what's really happening. It's like those people really have stepped back and told artists, here, sit down. You feel me? That's what's going on. Like, they giving artists full dominion over all the justice and all the everything. And these are artists that's already, you know what I'm saying, envious of my talent, my skill and my ability and stuff. So, it's weird. It ain't marginalizations ain't even clear no more. You feel me? It's just like whoever hate God, they join. You feel me? Against God, just like the Bible predicted. And that's what's going on. This situation, illumination and testimony, you know what I'm saying? This not even no situation like, you know, where you would call it, you know, you would bind it to social connotations and biases and stigmas that's, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm not binded to that kind of reality given the nature of what I set out on and started on when I was able to have the discernment to decide for myself what I wanted to do. You feel me? Not what somebody else tried to, you know what I'm saying, make me into when I was young. You feel me? No, that don't count. You feel me? That's what they illegally and, you know, went above and beyond to try to create or you know, draft for me. You know, I ain't had a choice to make a decision for myself. You know what I'm saying? You got people that had nothing to do with me trying to make these decisions, so they mess up my life in the future. You know what I'm saying? So set me up for failure. But no, I broke away from all that the moment I realized what was going on, and people could see who I really am and see what's really going on. And this is a situation, man. I'm being under, you know, attacked by injustices that people that use and abuse the rules of society, you know what I'm saying, to oppress the life of one black Christian man, you know what I'm saying, with extraordinary natural talent, while other artists and stuff are stealing and taking from that person's talent, while his life is still being like badgered and destroyed and being sabotaged, you know what I'm saying, in secret. you know what I'm saying, to like goad me and send me in a certain direction of things that I do not want or consent to. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, it's weird, you know what I mean? But you see, man, I mean, this not a situation like that. You know, I'm being like literally brutally targeted for no reason while the whole world watch. You feel me? I mean, nobody got an answer for it. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, bind and become bounded with people that would do this kind of evil to my life. You feel me? Knowing what I stood for and represented, and they didn't even know me. So imagine how low they'll be if they actually did know you. You feel me? I'm not going to take that chance. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be buddy with people who condone, you know what I'm saying, crimes against humanity, against innocent person for decades. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who condone the stealing of somebody's original works, you feel me? Who condone the theft of somebody's original works and then don't do nothing about it, that it could, or, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot. I mean, I'm not feeling that, you feel me? I'm good, you know what I mean? I can do bad, you feel me? Hey, I'm good, man. They try to force you into these brackets and criteria by torturing your life to no end, you feel me, or exiling you. They're telling you to bow to Satan or leave the country. That's what they're saying in a nutshell. I gotta accept what these influential figures did to my life, or I can't live in the country. They're saying bow to the Baphomet, or you gotta be exiled or silenced, or you just can't live like a normal person because of what happened to you. You feel me? When it was something totally preventable in the latter years. I mean, it's strange. I mean, premeditated and pre-contemplated framings and stuff, not my problem. You feel me? I ain't got no control over that. Like what somebody decided they was gonna do to stop the purposes of God. You feel me? And so it carries over every year, man. No matter what I'm doing, and they catpaw people, places, and things until they what they want. You know what I'm saying? Until they are already pre-existing agenda. And it's not my fault that this happened to me. You feel me? But it's Persecuted's fault for letting it happen or not, you know, helping me. And I don't really know. I mean, like I said in the last record, I don't know necessarily what the resolution for such a thing would look like, but I'm pretty sure it don't involve continuing the same thing anyway. You feel me? Like, I'm the kind of person, they know what kind of person I am because I made these recordings. You feel me? They know that in advance because I made these recordings, so I don't see the point of imposing things contrary to that now. You feel me? It don't make no sense. Like, I'm not the kind of person that, you know what I'm saying? I just made a recording talking about how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, success and things like that. What I look at, you know what I'm saying, as honorable in success as far as like for my own self and things like that. You know what I mean? So I don't see a point of why is it still, and I spoke about this like years ago too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why is it still being like, you got like third parties that have this not directly, you know, connected to your life. They coercing, you know, nouns and stuff in order to be able to sabotage your life specifically. It's like everything I do, everything I try, or wherever I go, you feel me? It's like it's Antichrist, Baphomet entities. They just obsessed and stuck, you feel me, on my reality. And it's racist. You feel me? It's fascist. I mean, it's weird. And then it's also people, and then in order to, so you won't be able to say that it's things like that, you know what I'm saying? They'll pay somebody that could be or the same as or something like that to be like, yeah. So you can't say that it's a race thing or race card because this person right here is my friend and we black. Well, I mean, that don't mean they're black. You feel me? Somebody's skin don't mean, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean they're really that. They don't share the values. You feel me? I mean, or it don't mean, or it's a religion crime. It don't matter what race you are. If you don't believe in God, if you don't love God, you hate God, it don't matter. It'll change the fact that I'm still being discriminated against because I'm a Christian. You feel me? For my Christianity, my religion. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, I'm still being attacked, hunted, and harassed to no end. It's like they trying to like drive me out society, literally. You know what I'm saying? Illegally. And ain't nobody stopping nobody from it. Like whoever doing this attacking God. And it's like everybody okay with it. I don't know, it's weird though, man, but I'm still under this extreme religion-based hate crime though. Just wanted to give you an update to those that care.